Well, yeah, I mean, it's a little by design now. I think there's a lot of keys to successful pitching. Keeping a hitter off balance, disrupting his timing is, right up there at the top. And when you can keep a hitter guessing on, what pitch is going to be thrown, you're always in a pretty good spot. I think that with Herman, again, his ability, tonight to land some breaking balls, and as the game went on, he mixed in some changeups too, which was great. But to have three pitches and keep those guys, on guard for any of them at any time, it's good stuff. So, and also when you can reach back at times and throw a 97 or 98 mile an hour fastball, that's an advantage as well. So again, he's growing as a pitcher in regards to, the ability to throw a 1-0 curveball, a 2-1 curveball. Those are the things that good pitchers do, and he'll need to do that moving forward. So again, we talk about this in minor league development, but a lot of times it doesn't happen in minor leagues because a guy like that with talent can throw the ball by minor league hitters, and he doesn't need to throw a 2-1 breaking ball or a 3-1 breaking ball or a 2-0 changeup. So, but that's pitching. So, and I thought he did a pretty good job of that tonight for most of the game. There was a couple at bats, and I got a critical eye about pitching, and but that's okay. It's what I do. But he threw the ball fine. He threw the ball well.
Third inning, you guys scored some runs there. Took some, obviously, forced Perdomo to throw a lot of pitches, watch some balls go to see
Right.
that quality of at bats.
Yeah. Well, again, I think yesterday we had some good at bats in New York, and we talked about it in our hitters meeting today about the at bats yesterday, and let's try to carry that over. So, I think there was some intent today on certain situations and not expanding the zone. Take what they give you, and if it's a walk to get on base, let's take advantage of that. And I think we saw that with Mark, we saw that with Desi, DJ, Charlie. We walked tonight, which is a good sign.
But a big night for Trevor Story at the plate. What have you seen about his offense?
Yeah, better at bats. I think that I see certain counts where the swing is shortening, and he's taken a better approach in the overall at bat. You're exactly right about the last couple of days. So that's what we're seeing. We're talking about a daily, and it just doesn't happen overnight where you apply it into a game. I mean, this has got to be a mindset by Trev to have bats like this. The 2-strike at bat, the bullet into the hole. The first pitch, base hit up the middle, hard ground ball. Didn't get too big with that one, so let's hope it continues. But the thought process, I think, is in a pretty good spot with Trev.
You might have alluded to this when you were talking about Marquez throwing more changeups as the game went on, but after Nolan got him out of the third with that double play,
Yeah.
you kind of found it moved until the seventh.
Yeah, you're right. That was a big play. At that point in the game, the game was sort of going back and forth, and then I think the next inning we scored the 5 runs. So that was a tough play. That was a bullet. From where you guys sit, I hope you could appreciate how hard that was hit and making that play, and DJ coming a long way on a hard hit ball to make that turn. But there's a stretch in there where he struck out 5 guys, I think, in a row in the middle part of the game, in the middle part of their order. I think that was maybe the 5th and 6th. But again, I think he held his stuff all the way through. There's just, like I said, a couple at bats that, he got the ball elevated. He walked Perdomo earlier in the game. A 1-1 count, base hit to Stammen on a fastball off the pitcher. Didn't execute a pitch to Blash for the homer. So that happens. But again, it was a good game. It was a good game by Herman.
Bullpen, third and eighth inning, it seemed like not quite the pitch you needed to get out.
Yeah, we just I just felt as though a couple things. Jake came in the 7th and got Myers out. That was a big spot. The game was the way that the Padres have been hitting a little bit. They've been hitting the ball a little bit, and Myers is dangerous. So that was a big out there. gave up the homer to Sanchez, and then the walk, and then the blooper. I thought that was enough for Jake, and tried to get a couple matchups there with Otto, and they had some good at bats, against them, and Ober gave up a grounder. I was just trying to get some matchups on the right guys on the right guys, and then Mike got the second baseman out. So, but that's a tricky part of the game there when they got a little momentum, and I tried to stop it as quickly as I could with a couple different guys.
Do you think that Mike Dunn last 5 innings or so been pretty good?
Better, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I think that his stuff's been pretty, pretty solid all year as far as the readings. It's just about making better pitches, and I think that's happening. So again, we saw that early in the year, and to your point, I think we're seeing it lately. So hopefully that will continue.